Welcome to this first edition of Philosopher Roundtable. Yeah, the subject today is, for this edition, is free will versus a good will. Yeah, or generally, the subject of free will, the subject of are we something other than our programming, than our environment, than our nature and nurture? Is there something else that we can rely on that would be free? Or something like free, unconfined. I would argue that no, there isn't. There's no such thing as a free will, and that everything good about us, anything good about our intentions or what we do in our behavior, is the byproduct of controlling will, of having controlling ideas, controlling principles, controlling values. So you need to be fed something good to be good. We are what fertilizes us, maybe is a way to put it. There is nothing else. It's not a non-cause and effect universe, it's a cause and effect universe, and what you are is a byproduct of what you've been forced to be. Your personality may seem nuanced and creative and interesting, but everything you do, every movement, every aspect of yourself is just about how the basic mechanism that you were at birth has been programmed by experience and by exposure. Same thing, really. I mean, reading a book is an experience. Watching a movie is an experience. Being beaten by your father is an experience. Being molested by the priest is an experience. We all have experiences, a group of experiences. Growing up in the ghetto is an experience, a daily one. And these experiences create inside of you a set of values, a set of ways of looking at the world. And for some people, they'll end up looking at the world as me against them. And other people will see the them as the bigger picture, and it'll be about serving them, how to best maximize their interaction. Is a smart person free to steal candy from a baby? I don't think so. So with freedom comes ignorance. You have to be foolish and stupid to be free. Freedom means ignoring risk. You can't. Some people are not free to drink and drive because they know the consequences. They know the risk factors. They know it's not the right thing to do, and they won't do it because they know it's not a good thing to do. And other people will do it because they might have an idea, somebody has suggested it's not right, but convenience wins out because their principles aren't strong enough, because they haven't, their brain hasn't cycled them enough times through the mechanism to reinforce them as a prime directive. And so that's all the will is really made out of, is what is your prime directive in life? Do you have primary principles that guide your existence, or is your primary principle me first, me? And that's all it really comes down to. And anything we might call random wouldn't be random. I could randomly say to myself right now, do something completely opposite of yourself. Well, it wouldn't be random, right? Because I had to have the idea of being non-conventional or non-myself. And that idea was itself determined. That idea wasn't invented out of nothing. It was invented, contrived out of programming that understood that this is how you do the opposite of what you usually are. So it was just the opposite program running. Nothing. It's like a computer. Computers have to contrive random. They can't find random in the universe anywhere. So they have to make a random number out of a mathematical equation. And the random is not really random, and sometimes computers will create artifacts that demonstrate their inability to find a true random. So anyway, that's into my time. Next person to contribute. Thank you very much. And such. I did the button. Alright, so this part we have to figure out. Yeah, beginnings and endings, moving on, transitions, So anyway, James, what do you have to say?